Tonight, we're taking you where you've never been before, the Detroit Police Evidence Room, to reveal a real problem: illegal guns on our streets and in our neighborhoods. Detroit police say in 2020, the department saw more than twice as many illegal guns as they did in 2019.
Now in 2020, police say they are on pace to see more than 7,000 illegal firearms. That's 23 illegal guns a day. Local 4 Defender Karen Drew exposes the problem and gets exclusive access to see firsthand what police are doing about it. Karen.
Devin, Kim, I can tell you I've been to a lot of places. I have never been into a room like the property room inside here, the Detroit Police Headquarters. We're talking thousands of handguns and rifles, and you take a look inside this room and you realize, wow, we have a huge problem in our city with illegal guns.
Come here, boss.
It started as a call for public urination. It ended confiscating an illegal gun.
Found it.
Errol Chapman was charged with carrying a concealed weapon. This scene will play out time after time throughout any given day in the city of Detroit. On average, every hour in the city, an illegal gun will be confiscated.
This number that we're seeing now is nothing like we've ever seen.
Take a look at the numbers. More than 4,000 illegal guns were confiscated in 2019. That number jumped to more than 7,000 in 2020, and we are well on our way to possibly break that record this year.
One of the main issues, obviously, is guns, non-fatal shootings and fatal shootings.
Commander John Serta oversees the 4th Precinct. He grew up in this Southwest neighborhood.
It's a great place to live and raise your kids and go to school and work.
But he knows there is an issue that's affecting not only his precinct, but all of Detroit. The local 4 defenders were able to obtain the number of CCW arrests so far this year. Here's the list, precinct by precinct. You can see the 6th and 8th precinct leading the number of arrests with more than 500.
There's the problem with ghost guns that you may have heard, where they're getting parts of guns through the internet or through the dark web and putting these guns together and selling them on the street.
The commander says that's one source. Another way illegal guns are confiscated: routine traffic stops. Like what happened here. Body cam footage helps tell the story. A driver ignored a red signal, so police stopped him. The driver, Reginald Moore, wasn't able to produce insurance, registration, or a license.
And if the person doesn't have a valid driver's license, they can be arrested, and certainly the vehicle can be impounded. So during an inventory search of the vehicle, many times we find guns.
That's exactly what happened. The officer saw a loaded black Glock 20 handgun under the driver's seat. Moore admitted he had no license for the firearm. Moore was charged felon in possession of a weapon.
Long guns, some are homicide. Here we have some short barrel.
The guns wind up here inside the evidence room at Detroit Police Headquarters. More than 67,000 guns are stored here. The number keeps growing.
How old are some of these guns?
Well, some of these guns can go back to as far as 1930s, 40s.
So we test fire every one of those weapons within 48 hours of taking them in. We enter them into the NIBIN system.
It's all part of a system to check if these guns were used in other crimes or can be tracked to other criminals. Meantime, back on the streets, officers continue their patrols, knowing odds are illegal guns will be part of their day.
It's pretty frequent on the street.
That's why this crackdown is going on in the neighborhoods, the city streets, an upward trend police are worried about, but are using resources and manpower to combat.
And as a reporter, I've reported numerous times on cases of carjacking, shootings, etc., used with illegal guns. And Kim and Devin, I know you've reported on the same thing. This is continuing to be a serious issue here.
It remains stubbornly so. But Karen, talk about the demographics of this, because it's changing, right? And who's being arrested?
You know, that is interesting. Before there used to be this, quote, stereotype of who would have an illegal gun. It is changing. White, black, young, old. One thing that's interesting, the number of females with these illegal guns, that's increasing, and that caught police's attention as well. So it is a trend they don't like seeing, but they definitely are acting on it.
Absolutely. All right, Karen.